Oh, we're live. Welcome, America. The very, very best hour of your day, assuming your day is very mediocre. This is the Eric and Rodney Show with Robin. And today we have a very special guest. Rodney, will you do the honors?
I will. My lovely, beautiful, gracious wife, Sonia. And today is our 3rd-year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. 3 years. Oh, that's adorable. So later, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
After the news segment, we're going to get to know how well you two know each other by playing the Newlywed Game, which is a brand new bit that we invented on this show. It's going to be very exciting. Before we get to that, we have to cover the news because America demands it.
He actually read the news stories today. I told her. I still don't know what they are.
Only 3.
I still don't know what we're talking about.
Okay. Nice. Prepared. Rick, thank you. Thank you. I consider it my anniversary as well.
That's right. Well, it is kind of an anniversary for us. Our 30th show. So
yep, exactly. A lot of threes today.
We've had shows that we've been on in years.
Yeah, this is a highlight of my life. So, Robin, what's in the news, baby?
Yeah, I picked some irrelevant news stories just so we can kind of skip towards the Tanya and Rodney Steele hour. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like it's getting increasingly difficult to find employment in the United States. One thing is most notable is the average number of hours worked by Americans has gone far lower than what it was before the pandemic. So what do you think the problem is? Is it probably Americans don't want to work, or there's just not enough work to give the Americans?
Now, I will say when I first read this, I got excited because it said Americans are working less. And I was like, oh, do we get to drink at lunch again? But that's not the case. The case is that there's less. So people that get paid by the hour, there's just less hours for them to get paid for. You know what I'm saying? We don't have enough work. We need more work. That's a problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah. Problem is we keep sending our jobs to the Philippines. Taking all our hours.
Robin has all the jobs.
He's got all the fucking jobs. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this other than the next news story says that there's not enough manufacturing jobs or there's not enough people for the manufacturing job. So pick a goddamn lane.
Yeah. So the next story is also interlinked with this one. And it's actually very problematic. So there are a lot of factories and trades that are finding it very difficult to find skilled laborers. So as you might know, there's a big push to reboot domestic manufacturing in America. The main problem is you now have a bunch of young kids who are pursuing like 4-year degrees and office jobs, and the government is having a hard time to convince the youth that going to a trade school is still, a chance for a promising future. However, there is a bright side to the story. There are some places that are doing it right, like Tennessee. So if you haven't heard, they're making trade school completely free for new high school graduates.
Socialism. Fucking here's my issue. What's that?
They're at it again.
At it again. Those crazy Tennessee socialists.
Trying to help people.
My issue here is I would like to blame the boomers for this because the boomers told us we had to go to college and get history degrees. And then all of a sudden we're $500,000 in debt. We can't get a job with our fucking history degree. Not only that, but they sent all the manufacturing jobs overseas. So here we are. No one can figure out how to work a machine. And we have a useless degree and we're in debt. So fuck everybody. This is
when the War of 1812 was.
Right. We know that very well. We can play the recorder and line dance, but we can't work a machine.
What do you think, dude?
Regarding both issues, I think it's interesting. How many hours less are Americans working than prior to the pandemic? Do we know that in the article?
No, but I think it's at pre-pandemic levels, right? Oh, by the way, this is me and Melissa's 3-year anniversary as well. So, thank you.
I think the first part that we were talking about with Americans working less hours, I think everything changed after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Nothing's really started back to the way it was. But Robin brings up a good question. Why? I'm curious. I also don't work as much as I used to, and I found far greater happiness. So maybe the pandemic kind of shifted people's sense of duty and how much is necessary, how short life is. I think that might have been part of it. I don't know.
I agree. I think that mandatory break because a million of us died was like, holy shit, work sucks. We should do less of this thing because it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like in France, they work like 3 days a week, 17 vacation months a year. It's fucking crazy. They don't work, right?
But in France, they're too busy rioting. So between rioting and relaxation, they get a couple hours.
That's all they don't have time for work. Between cigarette smoking, burning shit down, like I can't show up.
They get like an hour and a half to really do some work.
The French. All right, listen, I'm excited to get to this game. So let's fly through this news segment.
All right. So this one's actually just more funny. It's not really a news story, but so if you're a fan of justice, you might want to close your ears on this one, because justice was not served. There's a supermarket employee in Colorado, and she was filming some shoplifters, and they were emptying a cart of goods into their vehicle. The store's response: fire the employee because it goes against their policy to interfere with criminal activity. So it's just sad because this story is another story where someone tries to do good and just ends up biting them in the ass. So,
all right. So this guy is a guy who he filmed these people stealing. Do you know they were stealing?
Groceries, probably, right?
Laundry detergent. You know what? That makes them the bubble bandits, huh?
That's
Bubble
right.
bandits.
I like that.
I don't understand this.
This is so interesting to me because he and I could not be more polar opposite in this one regard. I love to obey the rules. I'm a law-abiding citizen. This guy,
always stealing laundry.
They're a guy.
So we always clash on stuff like this. I'm a rule follower. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Also, I don't think the guy should have been fired. Yes, it's against store policy, but at the same time, he didn't really do anything. He just filmed them. He didn't even say, "Hey, stop."
No, he's just like, yeah, you gotta wash your ski mask. Didn't people used to sell cool shit like cars and jewelry? Now they're stealing Tide.
Black market for laundry detergent? I don't know. Perhaps.
I don't know. But the guy was like, the commentary was like, what do you do? Like, he was making fun of them for stealing laundry detergent. I think rightfully so. Who the fuck steals laundry detergent? Stop it.
Yeah.
There's a good the story ends well though, because there's a GoFundMe that his cousin started and he's up to $23,000. So he may have gotten fired as a security guard at some shitty grocery store, but now he's got 23 grand. And it's only been up for 2 days. He's gonna retire based on this video. God bless America.
Meanwhile, if you are a security guard and the store is asking you not really to take care of any security, sounds like a pretty good job. Exactly. So I get to come to work and not really do much. All right, sign me up.
What's he? So he's supposed to chase them to the car. Go, can I have that back? They say no, and he's like, fair enough. Like, why? Okay, so why am I paying you?
All right, safe home.
Yeah. Hey, no, we don't detergent. Should we need some?
Yeah.
Enjoy your laundry, sir. Thank you.
Are your security guards in America armed?
What? No.
They're not. What?
Oddly enough, they're the only people in America that are not armed. Every shopper is carrying, the security guard. Yeah. They just have a cell phone, but they're not allowed to use it.
If the security guard can borrow a weapon, they ask one of the shoppers, "May I borrow your gun?"
Yeah, that's very bizarre.
It's like mall cops. Do you guys have mall cops?
We do, but like all the security cops in the Philippines are armed, and they're like commanded if there's a shoplifting incident to shoot them. Like it's
really?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So in the Philippines, you can't get divorced, but you can shoot somebody for stealing a lollipop. Oh my God. And you think you're nicer than the Thai? You're full of shit.
Honestly, I think the Thai have a similar policy. I'm not sure. But yeah.
In Singapore, they cane you, right? That seems like nicer instead of fucking shooting you. It seems like that's kinky. little spanking for stealing.
Maybe people intentionally.
What's that?
I said maybe people are stealing intentionally.
Yeah, exactly. The BDSM community is like, let's go get some laundry detergent. In England, the police don't carry guns. In England, the army doesn't carry guns. They're just, have you seen? They're just dressed up like they're silly little gooses over there.
They have clubs, right?
Yeah, the Queen's Royal Guard wear big fuzzy hats and gloves and shit. Like, well, what are you guarding?
Yeah, where's he going to run with that hat on?
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying to balance it while he's running like an idiot. All right, what's next? We got a couple more.
Yeah, well, so this is the only controversial story today. Um,
Oh yeah.
There's an R&B singer. Her name is Jill Scott. I don't know if she's that famous, but she was famous enough to perform the national anthem on a big event. And it caused controversy because she put her own twist on the lyrics. So I'm just going to read you some of the lyrics that she
Whoa,
changed.
whoa! Reed, Robin, I need you to sing this.
Yeah.
You know the tune.
I don't know how the American national anthem sounds.
Oh bullshit! It's on everything. Stop it! Everybody knows. Okay.
Okay. So, oh, say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat in their hands, but will die here in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slaves.
I think this version slaps. I think it should be the new version. Like the old one kind of sucks. The words don't really make a lot of sense. And I like a good protest song, and I think this is pretty good. My two favorite genres of music are Negro spirituals and she sits.
Genre.
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, right? I think this would come out more if Diddy touches the track.
Right.
Remix. It needs him screaming a couple of times, or DJ Khaled.
Yeah. Or if we get Rick Rubin on this, it could be a big hit.
You'll be like DJ Khaled.
No, that would be much better. That would be more reflective of who we are.
Wait. So you guys don't think this is disrespectful at all? No.
I don't give a shit.
I will say is that Jill Scott, believe it or not, does a nationwide commercial, a jingle.
Oh, she does. Well, she's gonna lose that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to be on. Here's the thing I would say. I would say that I believe in free speech, and you can do whatever you want.
Unless you're a Nazi.
Unless you're a Nazi.
Yeah. She's right. I mean, nothing she's saying is irrefutable or refutable, right? There's systemic racism. She's making a point. This is a really good way to get angry white people all worked up, because if you go to the comment section, holy shit, it's fireworks down there. Everyone who's ever commented on a Fox News story came out for this one. It's like, you're never going to believe this, but there's a lot of love it or leave it down there. A shit ton of love it or leave it. I think you should people criticize places, and she's objectively right. Systemic racism exists, and if you want to get people all riled up, use the national anthem. It's a great way. It's like kneeling during the national anthem.
And saying it at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did she also sing this on the 4th of July? I think that was the reason why it caused such an outrage.
In the shower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you sang in the shower, it would have nobody would have cared. But I don't know if you watched the clip, but it was a great build-up. Like she set it up like she was going to sing the actual song, and it starts with "Oh, say can you see?" So everyone's like, "Here we go!" And then she baited them, and then she sang this shit. It was fucking great.
So my favorite part of this article is like she also goes on to praise countries like the Netherlands, and they're saying that like they have good education, healthcare, and very good places where you can be free to be who you are. But I hate to be the one to burst her bubble, but back in the day, the Dutch were famous for one thing, and it's pioneering slave trade.
Wait a second. It wasn't friendly handshakes? This is the thing, is that if you look into any country's history, there's a shit ton of awful stuff. Like no country is free of the shit that we've done. And I'm not saying that what we did is right, but so Africa, we've covered this. There's 37 armed conflicts in Africa right now. What do you think they're fighting about? Land, money, religion, all the shit that we you know what I mean? Like it's baked into us as humans, not just Americans. And listen, she's American. She can be as mad as she wants to be about this, but no other place is free from the shit that we've done.
Right. Very true. What do you think, kid?
This makes me sound like a Republican.
I think it's an unfortunate state of affairs.
That should be the new name of the show. An unfortunate state of affairs with Eric and Rodney, with Robin. I don't know. Would the Filipinos get mad if somebody fucked with your national anthem? Well, first of all, can you sing us a little bit of a national anthem?
Of the Filipino national anthem?
Yeah. Can we get a little bit of it?
This is going to sound very not Filipino, but I don't actually know the Filipino national anthem.
What?
Because, so here's the problem is because like I'm constantly torn between being, Filipino and American/Dutch on my father's side. So like I never went to the Filipino schools where I was forced to sing the anthem. So like it's just never
So before every sports game and every concert and every time you walk outside, you don't blare the Filipino national anthem like we do?
No, I also don't understand it because it's like very deep language.
See, we got to Google Zwarte Piet.
Oh yes,
What that is?
yes, Zwarte Piet. So if is actually like our Christmas tradition. So Zwarte Piet is Santa's helper, and big controversy with Zwarte Piet is Zwart means black in Dutch, and Piet, so it's Black Pete, and so he's what he looks like. He's entirely black, and he's Santa's helper, and it caused a big problem because there was a Jamaican ambassadress that lost her ship because they're saying that Santa's helper is a black man who's probably a slave, but the story is actually he's black because he comes down the chimney and he's just covered in ash.
So it's not okay. So it's not exactly blackface. He's just gold dust.
He's just dirty.
You know what's gonna happen though? It's gonna be they're gonna rename it White Pete, and everyone's gonna be upset. It's gonna be the reverse Little Mermaid. She was white, now she's black.
Right.
You're gonna be a black guy turn him white. It's gonna be fucking. You can't win.
It's so funny because the Dutch people also like had their counter argument that American Santa slaves little people, and
Wait.
so hard
Slow
to
down. The elves are enslaved.
Are they getting
it was a funny counter argument.
Somebody should get an elf underground railroad going and usher them. It could be.
I was watching a show one time, a reality show, believe it or not, and they were at some historical place, and they were talking about the Underground Railroad, and one of the ladies there was like, "How in the world would you get a railroad in here?"
It is a confusing name, but then if you think about it for 3 seconds, you should be able to figure it out. I think.
Yeah.
There's the subway system.
Every time I do something stupid, that lives in my head rent free, and it says, "Did you know that?" And I say, "No, you know what? I'm not that stupid."
The Elf Underground Railroad. All right, we got one more. What do we got? What was it? Oh yeah.
So this one's more of an opinion article. And so it talks about marriage and how it can take a very quick turn after having a baby. So the stats are saying that it causes a lot of conflict and discontent, even in the most rock-solid relationships. So the stats are quite alarming. It says 38% of married mothers have high satisfaction in their relationship, while a whopping 62% of married women without children are happy. Now, I have to ask this because this is the first time we're having a married couple on the show. Is there a possibility that we're going to have an addition to the Steele family?
Listen, we were trying, but it just wasn't happening easily.
Yeah.
And I was saying to Rodney, our life is so great. Who knows if it's going to be better or worse with? So I said, we decided to just hang tight and just enjoy each other.
Well, we've adopted Robin now. He's our.
I wish, honestly, I really wish, but we met a little bit too late in life. We're in our mid 40s. I'm 44. He's 45. I think we just missed that. But this
She looks like
article,
she's 20. I look like I'm 50.
This article is very fascinating to me because, especially with us kind of like, should we, shouldn't we, if we can't, should we take extra measures to try? And everything that this article is bringing up were real issues that I was really grappling with and thinking about. And in the end, I just said, life is good. Life is great. Life is great.
And we have a 70, how many pounds is it?
70-pound husky.
70-pound husky, and he's
But the article, honestly, I don't know how couples do it. I don't know how families do it today. There are so many stressors. I cannot imagine being so sleep deprived, hormone fluctuations, what that does to your everyday. And it really does affect your everyday.
If only the show that had any idea how that was.
Well, let me tell you, this little shit has ruined my life. I'm just kidding. It's not him. It's her. She ruined my life. Oh, look at these children. Holy shit. Thank you. They used to live in my testicles, which is bizarre. So here's the thing about kids. If you like time, sleep, money, and sex, children are not for you. All right. So if you want to give up all sorts of fun and alone time and everything that brings joy outside of raising children, not for you. This is why I suggest, and I know you think you're too old, but you should have kids when you're old. They should be dessert. You should get everything else out of the way. Go have fun, spend money, do drugs, get drunk, beg a bunch of people.
Right.
Don't save the kids because it's mostly awful. It's like 90%, holy shit, I can't sleep, get the fuck away from me. And then the other 10, it's like, I like you a lot. But now's the time. You go adopt a couple Filipinos. Robin's aged out of the system. Go get yourself a couple of 13-year-olds, and you only have to raise them for 5 years, and then they're obligated to take care of you when you get old.
Wait, so I can attest to this because my father is 75, and which means he had me when he was 50.
75?
Yeah, so he had me when he was 50.
Well, what about your mom?
There-
Wait, but how old was your mom? Because that would probably be.
She's 80.
He's 16 now.
Yeah, so my parents do fall under the typical like white male, young Filipina stereotype. So my mom is 20 years younger than my dad, which is,
Listen, I'm okay with
Well, that's not
that.
bad.
That's fine.
but they have a great relationship. And yeah, so I agree with what Eric's saying.
They have a great relationship because he's going to die any day now. He's so old. he's very
There's always time for us.
No, but I think the next option would be possibly adoption, maybe. But again, life is good. I don't know.
Well, now, I mean, I think you've got a lot of fun out of the way, but here's the thing. There's no more hotels. You guys are in a hotel for your anniversary, unless your parent, like no one wants to take your kids overnight, which is the worst thing in the world because I'm stuck with them forever. You know,
Right. With the dog?
you can cage train children.
You guys watch each other.
Yeah, just put some Cheerios and milk in a bowl and fucking take off for the weekend. You know what I think would pop ratings? Do you two want to try to consummate and make a child right now on air? Because I think a little more.
That would definitely get the ratings up.
He's camera shy.
I'm a little shy.
I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Funny. It's funny.
Yeah, no, and she knows.
Camera shy.
So I do agree with you that the article is fascinating. Here's the other thing I think about modern humans. We're soft as fuck. So I've said before, the expectation of being happy at work is brand fucking new. Because for the first 200,000 years, we went into a mine and come out, we looking like Black Pete. And nobody's like, well, were you satisfied at work today? There was no expectation of being happy at work. You just did it and it sucked.
Yeah.
Now people are looking for satisfaction raising children. There is no satisfaction. It's fucking work. Right. So it's like, oh, you can't play video games anymore and you cry about it. My grandmother had 11 children. 11. Think she got any satisfaction out of that shit? No, she's just trying to spread the Catholicism. So like work is work. It sucks. Raising children is work. It sucks. It's the expectation that you should be happy in these things that I think causes a lot of pain and frustration.
Eric, I think you've totally nailed it, to be honest, because everyone thinks everything should be just easy and fun and not a lot of sacrifice.
Yes.
And that's what we're seeing every day with people aren't working as much hours anymore because they're not happy at work. But like you said, work is work. You're going to work to get paid.
Right.
That's what the money's for.
Exactly. That's what Don Draper. That's what the money's for. That's the thank you. Like, you think there's roofers out there just going, oh, I love this. I love being closer to the sun, sweating my balls off, the threat of death 5 feet away from me. I'm just so satisfied with my job. No, it's fucking work. Shut up.
Great.
You think I like this show?
You think this is a nightmare?
Just to be enjoying our anniversary. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're working on your anniversary, doing this show. It's a grind. Oh my God. I don't know. I do like how one of the dudes actually complained about video games. Like, I just can't.
That was funny, but I was like, but that's great bonding with the kids.
Yeah. Right. Screaming at somebody at Call of Duty.
Have the controller upside down, and you're like, please, just put it down.
All right, so Mimi and Pa, my grandparents. This is my mother. This is the first time she's ever chimed in. She has yelled at me about a bunch of shit that I said on the show, but this is the first time she's compelled to. Yes, I'm sure they were happy, but it's very hard being satisfied raising 11 children. I would imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they're smiling faces, but you're not sleeping with 11 kids.
Listen, it becomes more fun when kids get older because now I look at my two parents. They have 4 kids. And now when we're all together around the table, eating and drinking and laughing and telling stories, I think to myself, wow, this must be so exciting for my parents to be surrounded by their kids and their kids' spouses and everybody. Like the house is full and alive.
Yeah, we have a fun time.
I agree.
Totally.
So I think when your kids grow up, Eric, you're going to be living the dream.
Yeah. Listen, I
Yeah.
partied until 2:30 last night with my parents and one of my brothers. Like that's what I want. And here's the thing too. I'm much happier now because now that my daughter wakes up, she's 2. I get a 6-year-old. Now I can bring her down, and the 6-year-old can like watch her for a couple hours while the iPad raises them, and I get a little more sleep. And now I'm so much happier. So much happier.
Wait,
like,
so they're iPad kids?
Are they? The fucking everyone's an iPad kid. Oh, Robin, have some
Bro,
kids.
everyone in America is an iPad kid.
Everyone's an iPad kid. Oh
You
my
have a
God.
question, you stop a 2-year-old and say, listen, something's not working on the iPad. Can you help us?
How do I work my
And they're
phone?
like,
Yeah.
out of here. It's free.
She does her IT over here at Pennsylvania Trade. Those dicking around. Yeah. Kids. Yeah. I mean, it gets better, but it sucks. The first 3 years are goddamn brutal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One more thing before we move on to the Newlywed Game. Robin, do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one older brother. He's 30.
And that's from your father, like your full.
No, we're full brothers. So he actually lives in Amsterdam. So, but we're very polar
Dirty
opposites.
racist Amsterdam. Okay.
We're
Well,
very
ladies
polar
and gentlemen,
opposites.
Does he ride a bike?
Does he what?
Does he ride a bike? Everyone in Amsterdam rides bikes.
Oh yes. No, I think there's like 2 times more bikes than there are people in the. It's crazy.
That seems like too many bikes.
That's a lot of bikes.
All right. Well, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Newlywed Game. We should have had some sort of music. Robin, sing a song.
All right. We got our
Okay,
answer.
so I believe the way this works is that we've sent you questions, the same questions about each other. You've answered these questions independently of each other, and we're going to see if your answers about each other match up.
That sounds right.
And we're going to score this.
Yeah.
So, let's just get a little. So this is your 3-year anniversary.
That's right.
How long did you date before then?
A year and a half.
Year and a half.
Okay, so we're 4.5 years in. So one would think if you were with somebody for 4.5 years, kind of know a little bit about them, right? Okay. Let's see, Robin, you got the questions?
I thought you were gonna ask them. I'm tallying the scores.
Okay, I'll do the questions. You can tell how organized we are. Okay, here we go. Number 1. You ready?
I'm ready.
What did Rodney wear on your first date together?
I'll never forget it because this is one of my absolute favorite classic looks on a man. Blue jeans and a white t-shirt. I love
yeah. Did he roll up cigarettes in one of his sleeves?
that. No.
Did he challenge anyone to a knife fight for your honor?
There were no West Side
I
Stories.
took off
There
my
were
sweat hogs jacket.
no West Side Stories.
All right. So we're gonna go to okay, so do you remember what she was wearing on her first date?
I do. She was dressed in all black.
Okay. Let me see your phones. Did you answer these correctly? So you put the answers on your phones, right? So there's no cheating.
There's no cheating here. Yeah, they're all here.
Okay. Can you read each other's? We can't see the screen. Can you just confirm?
Yeah, blue jeans, navy, a white t-shirt, and navy sweater, and then
He
black.
did throw on a navy sweater at the end.
I did put black top and black pants.
So you both got a point on this.
That's true.
Okay.
How the fuck?
Or even.
How do you remember this? That's so
You know-
adorable.
No, the first time I set eyes on him, for that first date, I mean, I was gobsmacked. I was really
We were smitten like a kitten with mittens.
Yeah, I was. So that is.
He's got a
tattooed
very
in my
aggressive. He's got a very aggressive jawline.
brain.
We still argue at work all the time. Like people keep saying that some there's like some kind of implant there because it's so sharp.
Rodney has face implants.
Attest to the fact that this man spent hours a day just clenching and grinding.
Well, it really worked out.
Yeah.
Oh, before we move on, how did you guys meet?
Oh, plug in for Hinge, the app that's meant to be deleted.
Wow, look at
Wow.
that. Hinge. So you're an internet success story.
That's right.
We are.
Okay.
My girlfriend and I met on Bumble. I don't know if you have that in the States, but
Oh,
it's
we
probably
do.
like, okay. Yeah.
My wife and I met on Craigslist.
Another great place. You know, I sold my first couch on Craigslist. Craigslist did it all.
I bought my first couch from my wife. Okay, second question. Are you ready?
I can do the questions. I actually have it.
Okay.
Now I do. So Sonia, what was the first movie you saw together? Oh wait, because they both have to answer it. Maybe they answer at the same time.
No, they have it. They wrote in their phone, so they can't cheat. That's why I'm having them.
Okay.
check each other. Oh no, I'm very smart. Yes.
When
Okay.
you say first movie, do you mean like what if it was on Netflix, or does it have to be in a movie theater?
I would.
Movie theater seems more romantic.
Yikes. Okay, so the first movie we ever saw in a movie theater, was that one with
This was in a movie theater?
the movie. Okay, I don't remember the name of the movie, but I remember that Brad Pitt was in it.
Always Brad Pitt. This is unbelievable. He comes up on every show.
Remember, they went to the house. It was based on a true story set in California. Everybody gets murdered.
Yes,
at the end of the night.
yes. Quentin Tarantino.
What was that?
Yeah. Is DiCaprio in that as well?
Yes,
Yes,
he's an actor.
yes.
He's
Nice.
a stuntman, or no, maybe he's not a stuntman.
And
One
it
of
was
them's a
like, it was 3 hours. We both fell
Yeah.
asleep. I had just come back from
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is. Not did you? So you didn't enjoy it?
I mean, I had just flown back from Morocco that day or something.
Mhm.
So I had jet lag. I was exhausted. That movie was too long. We
Mm.
fell asleep.
Yeah, we fell asleep.
Even as hot as Brad Pitt is, he couldn't keep you awake for 3.
I fell asleep with Brad on the
We
roof.
woke up for the ending. We woke up for the
Once
ending.
upon a time in Hollywood. So you gave some good clues. Audience is
Yeah.
chiming in.
We're
So I'm
trying.
guessing Rodney gets the point in this one.
Well, I don't know. Did he answer the same thing?
You know, we answered
Well,
the Netflix and chill
yeah,
version.
I answered the Fire Fest because the first time we hung out on our action-packed date, we watched the Fire Festival.
At the end of the day.
With Ja Rule was involved in that, wasn't he?
That's right. Murder!
Ja Rule and Brad Pitt. All right, so we'll call this one a tie. No
Yeah.
no points awarded for this because it wasn't specific enough. All right, so the score right now remains tied at 1 each.
We're
What's
tied.
next?
Okay, so this one's spicy. Which one of you is more emotional?
Me.
Me.
Oh shit! So did you answer? Both of you said you are
Yeah, that's what
in
I
your
wrote.
phones. You both think you're the more emotional ones.
100%.
Well, she might be more than me, but I feel like I get upset about animals and stuff like that.
He doesn't really show emotion in the same way that I do.
That's
Hmm.
true.
So he's not a crier.
I'm a crier, ugly crier,
Yeah.
messy crier. I can't watch commercials. Like commercials make me cry. No, forget it. I think I'm
She's sentimental.
way too empathetic.
You know what I think would be beautiful is if Rodney cries, right? And then the tears illuminate his face implants and they just shine in the sun.
Say, guys.
Caught up in his cheekbones.
I'm like the vampire, right?
And he's in a white t-shirt. Oh my God. Dream.
Am I dreaming?
All right. So you both said each other. So I think you both get a point on that. So we're up to
Yeah.
up again at 2. All right. What's next?
I'm surprised by that answer.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. This is funny. If your spouse were an animal, which animal would it be?
You go first.
She would be a kitten.
A kitten.
Like,
Well,
was that
okay.
nickname, Kitty?
Well,
And I like little kittens, and she's small. She's like an NBA player beside my wife. She's only, what are you, 5 foot tall?
yeah,
Yeah, so
5 feet. So you can still ride most rides, right?
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. And if what did we fuck this up? Are they supposed to guess like what he would say about her?
No. Should what was Sonia's?
This guy
Would
is a lion.
you disagree
Top
with
of the food chain, not afraid of anything. He's ready to kill. He's an animal.
Apex
He's a
predator.
beast. I would say he's a lion.
But you're both felines, just different variety.
That's
I
right.
know,
One's
sir.
bigger, one's smaller.
Right.
That's good
Right.
because I don't support interracial marriages. Kidding. I have 2 black brothers-in-law, so I can say things like that.
So I watched this documentary. You'll appreciate this. I watched this documentary one time about big cats, and this lady was on there, and like these people, you remember these people were asking like just insane questions, right? Like really good questions. And this lady goes, "How come my house cat isn't the size of a tiger?" And the guy goes, "Because he would rip your face right off and eat it." She's like, "Okay, that makes sense." And I'm just thinking, like, didn't you questions ahead of time? Who would ask that?
Right.
Sorry, I had to share
Was that person an American?
that. Yes.
Get out of here.
Perfect sense.
No, it does make perfect sense.
Yeah.
I think on this one we were supposed to ask them what each other would. It doesn't matter. What's the next one? What's the next question?
Okay. So Sonia, what was Rodney's first job?
I'm not sure if I got this right, but I thought it was that he worked for a landscaping company.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Ding. Look at you. Nailed it. Your first job was a landscaping company.
Yes, and it was horrendous.
Did it satisfy you personally in your soul at the end of the day? Did you go, this is what I was put on this planet to do? I'm self-actualized.
You know what I'll tell you? I felt that way around Friday at 5.
Yeah. Friday at 5.
I would wipe my sweaty brow with my check, and no, I'll be honest with you, I own my own companies now. I don't necessarily enjoy them.
Mhm.
Work for me has never been fun. Work is a 4-letter word, people.
Okay. And what was her first job?
I may be wrong about this. I'm going to say babysitting. Is that?
Well, like, are we talking like 1090, like real tax?
Well, I mean, I didn't have a 401k when I was landscaping.
No.
I had a table. I mean,
All right. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're talking,
We didn't have all this because of my landscaping job.
well, babysitting was my first like cash job, but my first real job where I had like checks, you know, with your name on it,
Yep.
was a pharmacy tech.
Oh, a pharmacy tech.
Okay, well, babysit and pharmacy tech, similar.
Same
I
thing.
didn't know, Robin, if it meant like cash.
She
payment.
follows the rules. I just,
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is another one of those Netflix and chill versus movie theater. There's a gray area.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so,
I think we follow the rules on this one and give the point to Sonia.
okay.
no, she nailed it, and Rodney failed miserably.
I'm down in flames.
Wait, so this landscaping job, that's like manual labor, right?
That's right.
That's right.
The best way to get someone not to want to do manual labor is to make them do it.
Yeah. Sonia, did you hear what Robin's first job was?
No.
Selling feet pics on the internet.
See, and I say, if you got it, flaunt it.
That's what I'm saying. And it was a 1099.
Wait, I did not get paid, so technically it doesn't
Oh,
count.
sorry. He did freelance feet pics on the internet. He just loves it. You know, and he just can't get enough of it.
That's right.
The pretty feet are a rarity.
Philippine.
Well, he got robbed by barefoot bandits.
I met my wife on FilipinoFeet.com. Have you ever heard of it?
Robin's the host and the poster boy.
All right. What's another one?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, do you have more on this?
No, I was just curious. Are mail order brides still a thing in the States?
We can't get them from Russia anymore.
There's a whole show about it.
Mm-hmm.
There is.
80 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah.
It's not night brides, but it's like, the relationships.
I think Amazon should get involved in this, and you can prime a chick. Right? Wouldn't it be great if you want a wife, you don't want to wait the 6 weeks. I want to hear you there the next day.
Jeff brings her in on his boat.
Just all right. What do you get next?
Okay, so this format, I'm gonna ask the question, and they're gonna have to answer first, and then the other person's gonna reveal if they got the correct answer.
Yeah.
So Rodney, what was the best gift that Sonia has given you?
Cartier love bracelet
Oh,
Interesting.
that I broke playing pickleball. Go on.
So was that the correct answer?
Yeah.
wow. You guys are adorkable. All right. What's the other one? Here's the problem. You got like 3 years. You're still in love. We got to revisit this in 6 when you're fucking hating it.
You're like, she's in the car.
What was the best gift you gave me? When you left, motherfucker? Okay.
You this morning leaving. Kitty cat.
Same actually. But I was, thinking about it much more in terms of, yes, it was, well, I mean, he's given me so many great gifts, but that one was really symbolically important to me.
It's a bracelet.
Yeah, it's
Bought each other bracelets.
bracelet. You can't take it off. It's like once it's on, it's on. And I knew at that moment when he gave me that he was really like serious about me.
She was my lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once it's on, but he broke his playing pickleball. Is that symbolic in any way?
Right. There's ways to get it off.
Yeah.
The high contact sport of pickleball. You're gonna take your jewelry off when you're playing sports, man. This isn't
I
the
take my
NFL.
rings out and my pearl necklace off. I don't want to
Take your nose ring.
Yeah, my nose rings. I take my nose rings and my barbell through my chest out.
No, I thought you were going in a different direction with that. Well, you know where else they put bars. Robin has one. Okay, so what are they? She still she has a 1-run lead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She does, yes.
What's next?
Okay. Rodney, what is Sonia's silliest fear?
Worrying that the recycling bin won't be organized correctly for the trash man.
Oh fuck! I forgot to take the recycling out. I really did.
You gotta keep them just the way they like it.
She was gone a week ago, right? She calls me and she goes, we're talking, right? She calls me back and she's like, did you take the recycling out? I'm like, they're just going to throw it in landfill. This is largely symbolic. No one's recycling anything, right?
I feel the same way.
She was like, okay, I'll take care of it. But she's very strict with the rules. Does that sound right?
So, like a true fear, one of my biggest true fears in life is I'm terribly afraid of cats. But
you are a cat, according to
according to him, yes. I'm scared of myself sometimes.
What are you afraid the cat is going to do to you?
Yeah.
Jump up and scratch me. They're mini lionesses and they're just, prancing and jumping and scratching.
When you take his little paw and go.
Oh, when they hiss, ooh,
yeah.
They're really scarier than a hissing cat.
Well, you got to look at him and go. Right back at it.
I just got a new one, so I'm going to bring her in and terrify you. My grandmother that my mother just talked about with the 11 kids, she thought cats would lay on your chest and suck your breath, like they would kill you by sucking the oxygen out of you. Did you know that's what old people believe?
I've heard that story before. My grandmother told me that because she wasn't a fan of cats. And I said, Grandma, that doesn't make any sense. But
old chicks are crazy.
Yeah.
They kind of what's that?
I've heard that story. It lived on because I could have had a scientist tell her that's not, and she'd have been like, they're lying to us.
Yeah. It's so old that Robin's father started the rumor.
It's true.
I did just text my wife to bring the recycling out. Thank you. Because here's the thing, recycling only comes every 2 weeks.
She's touching lights everywhere.
Yeah. If we don't get it, if it doesn't go, I get another 2 weeks. I don't where going to put my trash. You know what I'm saying, Robin?
You got to go to Walmart in the back when everyone's there to dump it off in the trash bins.
Wow, that was a really good question. Thank you, Robin, for that. The recycling is being recycled now.
You're welcome.
So who wins? They tied again. They're too good at this game. All right, what's next?
Professionals.
Okay, so this one I'm hoping for a contrasting answer. Which one of you is the better driver?
I am.
Me.
Stop. Come on.
Oh shit! Nice. Finally, some conflict.
Driving with her is me having to tell her she'll be like, "Oh, I'll drive so you can play on your phone or do work or whatever," and I'll say, "I can't do that. I need a brake over here on the side so I can press it."
Do you truly believe that a law-abiding citizen who loves to follow the rules would be a bad driver? No.
Here's my qualm with that is sometimes you need a little bit of bad in you to be a good driver. Like in Massachusetts, driving up here, I get it. We're kind of dicks, but you understand that we're dicks, so you can you're playing the game and you get the rules of the game. When you're too safe, you almost murder us all. Like if you're in the left lane doing 65, that's what the rules say you should do. But you're gonna kill everybody. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? So I think you need
the passing lane. So if you're going to be in the left lane, you should be passing traffic. As long as you're passing traffic, you're good.
Okay.
Right?
I have good news about my recycling, everybody. My wife has informed me that because of the holiday, it's being picked up tomorrow. So we're safe. We're safe. Don't worry.
Well, I think a follow-up question that could help us score a point is which one of you has had more accidents?
Oh, there we go. Yes.
I was hit by a motorcyclist from behind.
Well, that doesn't count because was it your accident?
So I've never
Here's a better one. Who's had more tickets?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
2 speeding tickets. One was a game at Fenway. So pass.
Nice. Yep.
I had one ticket was for an illegal U-turn during a late night. What happened was I was relaxing and the dog said, "We need White Castle." I said, "I'll do it."
That's understandable.
I blew a U-turn, a light. I don't know what I did. And the guy was like, "Did you not see the sign?" I said, I had a crave moment. But I'm glad you saw it, officer. Thank you.
I think U-turns should be legal in totality, certainly when you're going for White Castle.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
Do you have a car, Robin?
I do. And I've never gotten a ticket because you don't get tickets in the Philippines. You bribe them off with a bag of Doritos.
Yeah. You give them a shawl and some flaming hot Doritos, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Give them a pair of shoes.
Do the cop have shoes on?
Yes, they're professionals.
All right. So wait a second. Who so 2 tickets versus 1 ticket?
Guessing Rodney wins, so we're
I
back.
think Rodney ties the game on that one. Wow. Whoa, Jesus. Here we go.
Okay. Next question. Who is the better listener?
Me.
Her.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Does Rodney not listen in general?
Rodney is always plotting his defense.
Oh,
So
we got some schism here. This is good.
You know, he's a great debater. We love to take opposing sides to things. You know, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, if he says this, then yeah, that goes.
Yeah.
So I like to, we like to take opposite
She
stance
does.
and prove opposite points. But when he is listening, he's plotting his next move.
Okay. So it's either he's not listening or he's getting ready to argue with you more.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's getting ready to say, okay, based on what he's saying, how can I come back at it?
I don't know. Rodney sounds like a real dick. I don't know if this marriage is going to last.
Well, Sonia, do you typically avoid conflict?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I run towards.
Wow, you guys are such it's adorable.
Non-confrontational.
Okay. So I think you tied on that one too. Interesting. Did
Wait,
they?
No. Sonia gets the point.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they both answered that she's the better listener.
Okay.
I think that's how it works.
Point to you. All right. What do we get next?
Okay. So this is going to be like whoever gets the most votes as well. Who has the worst handwriting?
She does.
He does.
I write in all caps. Green.
I honestly, the other day he wrote a check and I was like, oh, what does this say? Who is this to? How much money is this for? I couldn't read anything.
That's true.
Who writes anything these days, though? Don't you just text?
I'm usually signing autographs since the show, so it's like.
No, we're huge. We're so who gets that point? Him? Her? I've lost sight of the show on the point.
Her handwriting. Perhaps she could be a medical professional.
Not the case. Not the case.
No, women usually have very nice handwriting. It's usually bubbly,
No,
usually is the operative word here.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Why is that, Robin? How's your handwriting?
Oh, atrocious. My girlfriend's handwriting on the other side.
Ladies always have. That's probably get canceled for saying something like that. But ladies tend to have nice handwriting. All right, what's next?
And let's see who has a better ego. Who is a better kisser?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Her.
So Rodney's a bad kisser.
Well, not bad, but she's better.
Kisser, I'm just better.
Yeah. How do you rate that exactly? You know, to make out with Rob, you both have to make out with Robin, and then we need an impartial. You know what I'm saying? We need an impartial third person.
Yeah, and then sides. I like it.
Yeah. Actually, I think you should make out with your whole staff. So just line up. Is it Robin, Martin?
We'll do like Love Island, right? Everyone's blindfolded. Who gets your heart?
That's the only way to settle this. I mean, we'll give it to you. It's a nice answer, but yeah, I think Robin, you're up. All right, she goes back up by one.
My replacement.
Nope, you're in. You're doing this. It's just you and a shawl making out with the two of them in a hotel room. What's next?
Okay. What is Rodney's hidden talent?
Oh,
Easy now.
if we are in a
Tom.
restaurant or in the car and a song comes on, this guy can tell me exactly who sings it, the name of the song, the name of the album. He's like Shazam.
Wow. I did not know that about you.
He's so good at music trivia. I need to sign him up for a show because he
I
could
should
win
be on
us
the
a
show.
lot.
Rock and Roll Jeopardy. Come. Yeah. Now my turn. I'll say, and this is the truth. I could call Kitty up and say, I'm bringing over 50 people to the house to stay for a week, and by the time we hit the door, everything will be ready. You can give her any task, any amount of time, as small or as large, and she will have it down to a science.
So you're like a speed party planner? Is it just parties or is it just anything? You're very fast at things.
Person. This is probably a better way to. She's the most efficient person I've ever met, and I love efficiency. Like when we moved, for example, we bought the house. We would still be moving if it was up to me.
Yeah.
And I literally pulled into the driveway, connected to the Wi-Fi, and went right back to work.
Wow. You're good.
She's amazing.
I'm small, but I'm really like
TNT.
fiery. Like
Yeah.
I have a lot of energy. So,
But you're very good at, that's true. You're very good at organizing and planning and
I like to get
getting
things
shit
done.
Yeah.
I can't have things, weighing on my shoulders. If there's something that needs to be done, I got to get it done. Otherwise I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Not a procrastinator.
No.
Interesting. No, Rodney's not a procrastinator either, though, right?
No.
You're a pretty high energy couple.
Yeah.
So Rodney, I didn't know this music thing about you. Can you remind me who your 5 desert island bands are again?
Radiohead, Pink Floyd.
Yep.
Rolling Stones, I think, was in there as well.
Stones. Was the Strokes in there?
Sinatra? Did you have a crooner?
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you both into music?
Yes.
Yeah, but he knows so much more about it than I do. That makes me feel a little inadequate in the music side now that I know him.
But okay, well, that aside, if you were trapped on a desert island and you got to bring the complete works of 5 musical artists / bands, and they're the only thing you could listen to for the rest of your existence, who would they be?
Different than his. One of them's the same. I love the Strokes, the National, the Beatles.
I love the National. Oh my God, no one's ever said the National.
Yeah, I love the National.
That's our song.
So the Strokes, the National, the Beatles.
Beatles is a very safe choice. You know what you should do though? Go with McCartney because then you get Beatles and Wings. You know what I mean? It's like a combo pack. It's like when you go to the barbecue place, get the 3 meats, even if you don't want them. It's a better deal.
Yeah, that's true.
And then growing up in the 90s, I love the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, same.
Oh yeah, it's one of those Smashing Pumpkins.
I like the Smashing Pumpkins.
And then my last one is not a musical band, but it's a Spotify music channel that I'm obsessed with. I probably listen to this channel more than anything else.
Yeah.
Is it
when I cook dinner, I put this music on. It gets you going. So if I'm stranded on an island, I have to make fish for dinner. I'm going to need my French Cafe Spotify playlist.
It's actually pretty good.
There's a French Cafe Spotify playlist.
If you have to make dinner and you are not in the mood, you say, hey, Google, play French Cafe music on Spotify. I'm telling you, you get yourself a glass of wine. Wow. You start chopping up some tomatoes. You are so excited.
I'll come in sometimes here if she's playing. I'll start helping.
I know.
I mean, it's an aphrodisiac for making dinner. I'm serious.
Do they play Zooby Zooby Zoo from Mad Men? That's the only French song I know.
It's basically like a lot of songs from Mad Men. Honestly.
Oh, that's
it really is.
I didn't know there was that much French music.
Yeah, there's a lot.
In between the protesting, they write some sexy cooking songs.
Right.
You gotta eat.
What's the one band you hate? That's the follow-up question to this.
Oh, what's that band I hate that you play?
Grateful Dead.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. I don't want to get too spicy on this, but that's named after a vibrator or a dildo. Anyway, tropical cancer or something, right? No, there you go. I mean, it is the Newlywed Game. All right, what's next? Steely Dan does suck, by the way. I agree with you.
Yeah, it does. Last 2 questions since we're running short on time. Who is Sonia's celebrity crush?
Nigel Barker.
Noted fashion photographer.
I thought he was a model. Doesn't he
He used to be a model. Now he's a fashion
If he's not a model, he misses calling.
What's his Nigel who?
Nigel Barker. Please Google him.
No, he's very good looking. Was he on America's Top Model?
Striking.
Here's the thing. They're too masculine for me. I like this is always my argument. The hottest guy is Brad Pitt in 1994 because he looks like a beautiful lady.
In Interview with the Vampire, right?
Interview with the Vampire is gorgeous.
That's an odd way to come out, Eric.
What's that?
It's an odd way of coming out.
I'm not saying I want to sleep with a man. I'm just saying objectively, Brad Pitt in 1994 is gorgeous. This guy, he's a good looking guy, but he's too masculine. Being a straight man, I would much rather, if I had to be gay, I'm going after, a little more feminine. But yes, he's a good looking guy. Nigel.
Okay. So gets the point. But Rodney's celebrity crush?
No, I have no idea. I would imagine she's a petite brunette, but I honestly couldn't give you a
Yeah, that's right. Petite brunette.
So who is it?
I mean, I like Gina Gershon. I like Bello.
Yep.
Like Sonia Steele, if you guys are familiar with her.
No, noted celebrity crush.
No, that would be, I don't know. I don't really think about it. I'm too busy working.
See?
That's fair.
My celebrity crush is whoever's watching right now that needs a PEO. Come on in.
I was
Such a
going to say Sandra
answer.
Bullock.
Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality, the first one, smoking.
Oh, she's pretty good.
I think Cameron Diaz in The Mask might be the hottest thing that's ever, or from Dusk Till Dawn. What's her face? The stripper. Salma Hayek. Oh,
I thought Cameron Diaz was really good looking in Something About Mary too. And that's a weird movie, but I thought she was really good. I thought she looked good in that movie. And Ben Stiller was really good in that movie too.
You know, it's funny. We accidentally stumbled on the one thing my mother hates the most about me is when I call women hot. So I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom. I also said Brad Pitt was hot. So equal opportunity. Are you mad at me now? No. This fucking white man. It's hard being a white male in America. Can't say shit.
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Oh, look, my mother chimed in. Rob Lowe. Oh, well.
Number 2. That's my number 2 celebrity crush.
Oh, people say that. Yeah.
Rob Lowe is your number 2 celebrity crush?
Yeah.
What about Ant-Man? What's his name? Everybody likes him. He doesn't age.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
15.
He's a classic.
He's a national treasure.
Paul Rudd is a national treasure, and he doesn't age. He looks the same in Clueless as he does in Ant-Man 3. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so currently Sonia is leading by 1 point. So the last question could be a tie.
Round.
It could be a tie, or Sonia will win. So the question is, name your spouse's favorite restaurant.
Ooh.
Then we'll have Sonia go first.
So actually, I don't know if this is favorite restaurant of all time, but where we live right now, North Fork Table and Inn.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What do they have? What's on the menu?
All time now it is. And then hers is Blue Heel at Stone Barn. I had to write it down.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I love
Is that right?
I love that spot.
Is that what you wrote down in your phone?
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Okay.
And
So
yeah.
I guess we would. So you win.
She won.
Yes,
You
Sonia
win.
wins.
All right. Well, I don't know if you know this, but the grand prize is Robin Feet Picks. The weekly it'll be directly in your inbox. It's very exciting.
Yep. Please send me your email. I'll have it sent right away.
Yeah, he'll get it right over. So
It's
I just wanted to touch on something really quick, right? Because this is our 30th show. And we had a little recreational time yesterday. So I wanted to ask you about I know you're doing Curate. Because just so everyone knows, we live on the North Fork of Long Island, a beautiful place where the taxes are too high. But I don't want to get off on a tangent. My beautiful wife here has an Instagram account that curates the North Fork.
No.
Maybe asking, what does that mean? It means that if you don't know what to do, she tells you what to do, how to do it, where to do it, and how you can do it. And even how to get a hold of the people to do it. Now you're venturing into something else. Is that right?
Right. So what I would love to start doing is getting everyone who travels to start a new way of traveling by upcycling your items of wear, clothing, shoes, hats, bags, jewelry that you kind of are ready to part ways with. Pack it on your trip, wear it on your trip, leave it at your hotel. The hotel would then clean those items and then donate it to the local nearby charity. My idea for it is called, the title I want to say is because of my last employer, Dr. Mark Lemshin, who the icon of smiles came up with the title. It's called Gone for Good. Nice. So it's gone for a good cause. Do good, be good, give good. And 85% of our textiles are thrown in landfills. It's ridiculous how many items of clothing we're throwing away every year. And how great if you could help people in need, travel lighter, have reduced baggage fees, less laundry, less unpacking. What else?
Yeah. I think it's a great idea because I've been doing this with drugs for years. You know, you go somewhere, you buy drugs, you can't take them on the plane, you can't do them all. You leave them because somebody needs
leave your leftovers.
Upcycling ecstasy, I call it. we can do tandem
What
programs.
you're saying is, so I understand because I'm a little slow sometimes, is that you bring stuff with you that you no longer are sparks joy or you're into, and then you just leave it behind. Is that?
That's right.
Okay, because we recently did this on a trip we went on.
Oh yeah, I do this every time.
And it was great.
Every time I travel. And so what I do is I keep a bag in a closet, and when I look at something and I'm like, not anymore, I throw it in the bag. Next time I'm ready to travel, I pick out the bag and I say, all right, what from here can I wear on this trip?
You did this in Thailand, right? What happened?
I did it in Thailand. I'm everywhere.
But you did it in Thailand and people were really excited?
Yeah, but it looks like we're going to have to say goodbye to our viewers.
That's our show. So,
So I left these items behind, and they came running after me to give me back my items. And I said, oh, no, those are for you. Or I always leave a note, and I say, I no longer want these items. If you or anyone you know can use these, please take. And they
really good idea.
So excited, and it made me realize how happy you can make somebody by leaving something behind that you no longer want, or have you?
Right.
I love it. So we only have 20 seconds left. I think what you should do to make money off of this is so you do that, and then later you send them an invoice. What do you think about that?
Man.
That shirt ain't free.
you imagine be like, listen, I need you to
Need you to pay up. I
So,
think it's a great idea.
so
Guys,
what
thank you. We're about to be cut off, but great. Listen, you're madly in love, and let's do this again in 10 years where it all falls
Thank you
apart.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you for
Happy
having me.
anniversary.
No problem.
Take care.
See you Monday, America.